Yep, here we go. Alright. Can you guys hear me? Good. I've been finding,
I have a sick young one, so it's difficult.
Oh,
Did you know Buddhist Ice Cube?
Yes. Oh, what a coincidence. My young one is, sick too, and guess what? She gave it to me. If I sound a little nasally, yeah. Ugh, God. Excuse me. So we're gonna start with the Mortal Kombat 10, and since it seems to be kind of a short list, we'll probably move on to
Sick kids, am I right?
right?
And Ice Cube Distin were back with no Vaseline.
No Vaseline. What? Yeah, this is kind of short, so we'll probably watch this and then we'll move on to maybe I think he did the DC versus MK.
It was Ice
video.
Cube. Dishonorable.
Yeah, I just meant, like, what does no Vaseline mean in that context? Alright, here we go.
Kotal Khan is the ruler of Outworld. Pretty much the Shah Khan of this game.
It was the name of the song.
Okay, why the hell do we have Russian subtitles? The hell? English, thank you.
Start talking about this great king.
Do
In
you
chapter
want
2
me
you
to
get to
put
play
it
as
in
him and beat the
Discord for
crap
you?
out of Melina and her gang.
If you want.
Okay, not bad. But here's where things start to get interesting. In chapter 4 our main heroes get captured and are about to get executed by Kotal
You may
Khan.
carry out your sentence.
However, Kunjin demands
Kotal Khan,
judgment by
The
combat.
Outworld law. I claim the right of defense. By combat.
Kotal Khan agrees and takes it on. And with the biggest twist in the story, Kunjin defeats Kotal Khan. Wait, what? You're telling me the ruler of Outworld is defeated by a team? Okay, now let's see how many times was Kunjin defeated in the story to see who else is better than Kotal Khan. Sub-Zero shows him who.
The way the text-to-speech is just butchering everybody's names is so funny. Ooh, turn that AC off for a bit. Also, I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't know. It's just my opinion. My opinion! I think the models in MK10 were ugly. I think they are fugly. I do not like the model designs for MK10. They just all look potato face to me.
Who's boss? Dvoral stabs him, and he goes down. Aaron Black defeats Kunjin, and if it weren't for Takeda he would be dead. Ermac defeats him too. So that pretty much means these guys are stronger than Kotal Khan, the ruler of Outworld. Oh, we ain't done yet. So after KK gets defeated he agrees to work with the teens to fight Melina. After they beat Melina and get the amulet.
With the exception of Ms. Melina here, this is actually my favorite look for her. I love that hybrid mouth. Like in the new game, yeah, it makes more sense for her to have the classic mouth that she has in every other game. Well, except it's a little different with that separated jaw thing. But yeah, it does make more sense because she, is full Turcotten in MK1. But for every other game where it was, going by the original canon of her being a clone with a Turcotten base mixed with Katana's DNA, I wish this had always been her mouth. Because it just screams hybrid, you know what I mean? It absolutely says hybrid here. So
Cheap viewers on streamambu.com, remove the space at P3M9FPM3.
Mods, take care of that, please. Boot their asses out of here. Anyways, she's the only person I think in this whole game who I think actually looks good. Everybody else has an ugly potato face. Even Johnny, I don't know what they did with his face, man. He looks like that Have you ever seen the Boondocks? Thanks, Romeo. If you ever seen the Boondocks and he says, "What is that? What is with that guy's face? Why is it all twisted up like that? He looks like he just fucked a gerbil." You know that's kind of the face they gave him. I don't know. Everybody's just ugly in this game except for Melina.
Let the teens decide to bring the amulet back to Earthrealm and call it a GG. But our Great Emperor captures them and says he doesn't trust them to hold on to the amulet. You got beat up by them and you're saying they'll have worse security than you do. Oh, guess what? Devoral betrays you and takes the amulet to Quan Chi GGWPKK. Your stupidity is what keeps the story in progress. So what does KK do after knowing this?
Prepare the legions.
This is called Be Prepared.
We will wrest back the amulet from that devil Raiden.
I'm staring to think Shao Kahn was a better ruler than you are. So now, KK and his army vs 14s. KK and his army 14s. KK and his army 14s. And they aren't even winning. So after you play Jackie and beat up everyone, including KK,
Say my name, bitch.
Jackie
Say my
tells
name,
KK the
bitch.
situation.
Shinnok's been freed. He's at Raiden's Sky Temple. He's already infected Earthrealm's life force.
And how does KK respond?
Earthrealm is lost.
Not if we hang together.
I will appease Shinnok. Bring him your heads. Gain time to bolster Outworld's defenses.
You need to help
It's
us,
called
Kotal
plot
Khan.
armor,
It
it
is too
happens.
late for Earthrealm. Shinnok is now its master.
What you looking for? Looking for pussy, nigga.
They get surrounded
What?
and just as all hope seems lost, even though you just beat them all,
Say my name, bitch.
Sub-Zero comes to save the day. The teens escape to save the world and we don't know what happens to KK after that. Probably getting his ass whipped considering
It's
that
called Be
Sub-Zero
Bad
kicked
at
the
your
teens
job.
butt
You
and
have
KK
one
plus
job,
his army
KK.
couldn't do jack shit
Right.
to them. In the arcade mode, if you get Raiden's ending, he will go to Outworld and beat up KK to prevent him from harming Earthrealm.
Poor KK.
But if you get KK's ending, he still gets beat up by Raiden. Even after defeating Shinnok. He may look like a badass, but play the story mode and you will find out he's a bad asshole.
What the fuck was this useless merry-go-round move? Yeah.
Not yet. You trash?
Melina is a fan favorite as long as she keeps the mask on. But don't worry, they fixed that in MKX. Itch. Melina in the story wants to take over Kotal Khan place and be the new ruler of Outworld.
I'm sorry, if you don't love Melina without her mask, you don't love Melina.
Did you call for the mods and none was there?
Well, you took care of it, so don't worry. It's alright. But yeah, if you don't love Melina without the mask, you don't actually love Melina.
Like her daddy. So in chapter 2 we see Melina and her gang try. They fail. In chapter 6 we cut to 5 years ago where she tried to do the same thing. She failed back then too. Later Dvoral and Cassie go and do a sneak attack on Melina. Melina fights Dvoral.
Mods have lives
She
too,
fails
so
again.
it's fine.
Then she gets executed. The end. Seriously? Melina, a fan favorite, can't succeed at anything in this story and now she's dead. Great job making Melina suck developers.
Well, damn, that was a short video.
It's fine, homie.
She awoke in an incubation
Sister, my sister.
nearby with countless
Let
others.
us. You will help me regain my throne. I was born sister.
It was Mortal Kombat 1 fault for giving her mask so she not take it off.
They quickly realized the benefits
Those
of
of
so
you
many
are
fierce
against
Oh my
warriors.
god.
Snake,
Ah, sensory overload. Hello. Yeah, exactly. Stop!
Kano's new look in this game is radical. I mean, damn. He looks sexy. In Chapter 2,
It's
Kotal
the
Khan
army
and
of
Kano are
Mylinas.
arranging an alliance together. But suddenly Kano pulls his knife out and starts stabbing Kotal Khan. This is how Kano wanted it to go. This is how it actually went down.
Kino
After
is
that,
zaddy.
Kano runs away. In Chapter 5, Sonya finds out Kano infiltrated their base. Kano says he's willing to tell them where the amulet is for his freedom. Sonya really doesn't care about the fate of the world and starts kicking his ass. After almost choking him to death, Johnny tells Sonya to stop and they get the info from Kano. That's it. No, really, I'm done. There is nothing else he contributes to the story whatsoever. I don't know what else I can do now. FK it, I'm out of ideas.
Yay, Johnny
Enjoy
Cage.
this.
And
Wood.
eat.
I do like that slimy thing he says when he's talking about when he's telling Sonya.
What?
Yeah, exactly, would. But when he says if you don't, basically if you don't you know, stop coming after me, he says your little girl is gonna get to meet Uncle Kano. And I think he even says it in one of the intros, like, is there any way to talk to your Uncle Kano?
Lieutenant, stop it turning me on. In MK11 it is done not twice.
Quan Chi is a character that
Well,
nobody
yeah.
really cares about. Until MKX made him look like the final boss of this game. Good job, developers. In Chapter 1 we see Quan Chi fight the good guys with his undead army. Pretty cool. Later Johnny and Sonya go
Old
after
man.
Quan Chi to stop him from doing more evil. Sonya beats up all the undead people and takes on Quan Chi. She of course beats him up, but that's not the worst part for Quan Chi.
Ooh,
Watch
yeah.
this. This goes on for a while.
Yeah, she basically just stomps a mud
But the
hole
point
in
is, this is what
him.
happens at the end.
No!
Pull on each other, and you're good to go.
Ah!
Now we know where Cassie's X-ray move came from.
Balls
In
guns.
Chapter 8 we cut to 20
Yep.
years later where Quan Chi and his undead army are going to receive the amulet to bring back.
I remember
Wait,
somebody...
wait, what the heck?
Oh yeah, you get to slap him around like the bitch he is, and then then you stomp his balls. So you step on his cubes. I remember a comment somebody left on his video, one of his videos about the Revenants. And they were saying something about his power seems to have gotten nerfed or something, and somebody says his Quan Chi's power was nerfed because Sonya kicked him in the balls.
Step on his Quinkai.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Akshanak. He fights the good guys and gets hurt by falling off a horse. Thus he must be protected like a pregnant woman crossing the street quickly
Because he fell off his horse.
In your weakened state,
And he
is
fell
it
off his
possible
horse.
for you to release Shinnok?
You fell off a horse. You got kicked in the balls for crying out loud, and you get weaker
Yeah.
by falling off a horse. Jack
Wait, what'd
sneaks
that
up
say?
and fight get weaker by falling off a horse.
I call it and time it right.
Notice how I try to make it look more serious by putting his picture here. No, he still sucks.
Jack sneaks up and fights them.
'Cause he fell off
After
his horse
defeating the
and got
undead
kicked in the
fighters, it
balls.
is time for the 1v1 Jax vs Quan Kai. This should be interesting because they both drink it, or just punch him and end it. That works too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he fell off a horse that made him lose. Quan Chi is then captured and brought to Earthrealm. In Chapter 9, Scorpion shows up and says he wants to kill Quan Chi for
Did
vengeance.
you know Liu Kang
Sonya tells
remembers
him
the
he can't
past of
because they need Quan Chi
MK9?
alive to bring
Yeah.
back the undead army back to life. Scorpion thinks Kitana looks better when in her undead form and says FKU I ain't letting you take that beautiful scenery away. Scorpion then beats up everyone and takes off Quan Kai's head.
When you fight him as Jax.
Oh wait. There is still something else. Devoral shows up through
So
a
this
portal
game
and
is
throws the
basically
amulet to
bully
Quan
Quan
Chi.
Kai.
On Quan
Pretty
Kai's
much.
dying breath he releases Shinnok from the amulet. Shinnok then praises Quan Kai.
He was wise to restore me in Earthrealm.
Yes.
Behind their defenses.
Quan Chi deceived them, allowed herself to be captured.
But. Devoral came through a portal to Earthrealm like it was nothing. Couldn't Quan Kai just release Shinnok and deny the realm? And then just walk through the portal behind the Earthrealm's defenses?
That is a good
You
point.
know what I think? I think Shinnok is just trying to make Quan Chi not look that bad. What a man. Now everyone will think Quan Chi is sorta useful. Well, Shinnok only told this to Devoral so everyone else still thinks he sucks. And that he got hurt by falling off a horse. I feel really bad for Quan Chi. It felt like he was a very important part of the story, yet he couldn't protect himself at all. You make him look like this.
The MKX guys keep on doing is impressing me by how they are adjusting things just enough to make it look really damn cool and to actually captivate my interest.
Yet he plays out like this.
Step on his balls. Kick him right in the
Although Quan Chi sucks, I will admit his arcade ending is pretty cool. He turns into Kratos. Haha.
I love,
Kratos, the god of war.
I love when they have him captured, Johnny and Kenshi joke about, what's your safe word?
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Ouch.
I regret nothing.
Man, get Wafer first.
Hello.
Is it too dark to make a Christopher Reeve joke about him falling off the horse? I'm sorry. Maybe that's a little too far. Sorry.
Welcome to my final episode of the Blank Sucks series.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen my previous episodes, I recommend you guys go check them out before watching this one because it's the last episode. Now then, let's get right into Assface. Shinnok is the
Well, at
final
least
boss
I'm
of this
not the
game.
only one
He looks
thinking
like
of
he
it.
can rape you no matter if you're female or male. Or Dvoral. He may think twice about Devoral though. Alright, I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this. And that's Cassie Cage defeats Shinnok. I have no problems with a hot cursing teenage girl who likes taking selfies with her jawless daddy. What I do have a problem with is how does a hot cursing teenage girl who likes taking selfies with her jawless daddy defeat an immortal god? Now then, that
I mean, isn't that power God-killing power? Isn't that basically what his power is? And then he passed it on to her.
Let's see who else defeats Cassie to see who else is stronger than Shinnok. Sub-Zero defeats the team of teens. Scorpion defeats Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I thought that was the
Scorpion
whole
and Sub-Zero
point.
get defeated by Johnny and Sonar 20
Eat
years
your
ago.
heart out, Cassie
However,
Cage.
Scorpion defeats them both in the present once, so we'll count them as a tie. Cassie gets faced punched by Tanya. Tanya loses to Devoral. OMG, KK beats Tanya. Great. Now I have to put this asshole in the list too. Kungin wins KK. Somehow. Aaron Black had Kungin at gunpoint. Ermac wins Kungin. Takeda wins Ermac and Aaron Black. Farator defeats Cassie, sorta. Jackie wins Farator. Kitana defeats Kungin. Takeda and Jackie.
No.
Jax beats Katana. Jax stabs Johnny here. Since this is starting to feel like a troll list, we'll count that as 1, 2. And last but not least, Raiden defeats Dvoral and shows Kungin how useless he is.
You make me feel like shit.
So now, the final results is...
Drum roll, please.
Not that.
Oh, come on. Anywhere.
Wow. That's more than half of the roster in MKX. Including the DLC characters. Okay guys, before you all start ranting at me for how much of a punk I'm for doing this list, I have a theory that can prove this list to be valid. First of all, the developers want us to believe that Cassie accidentally triggers her secret family abilities,
Holy shit, it does run in the family.
which Johnny used to fight Shinnok in Chapter 1. First of all, really? Green glowy thing is the answer to defeating the devil? And second, Johnny said he only could use this green glowy thing when seeing a loved one in trouble.
I've never been able to resummon that green halo. Raiden thinks it was triggered when I saw a loved one about to die.
Which would make sense if Johnny and Cassie didn't use this already in the story.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What do you mean you've never been able to recreate it? I thought once you unlocked that power, you learned how to harness it. Didn't you
Ask
have like
yourself, where is the power in MK1?
Well, maybe in the next game they make, they'll have him unleash it. Or, you know, discover it, whatever. I thought once he, you know, triggered it, he started getting some training to learn how to harness it. So, what do you mean you've never been able to do it again? That's dumb and makes no sense.
Give back my zoning boy Johnny Cage
And it's
back.
not even that good. So here's my ultimate theory. Are you ready for Freddy? Prepare Uranus.
Oh.
Let's go. What if corrupted Shinnok is weaker than regular form Shinnok? Think about it. In the beginning of the game, everyone had a hard time handling Shinnok. And the only reason they defeat him is because they seal him the amulet. Once released 20 years later, he immediately blows out Scorpion, Johnny, Sonya and Kenshi. Then he grabs Raiden and insta-beats him. After that he turns into corrupted Shinnok. Now think about it. If he turns weaker in this form, who is the first person he fights in this form? Cassie Cage. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Notice me, Senpai.
Hey guys, what's up? SonicHaXD here, and thank you all so much for watching my silly little series. Had a ton of fun making this, and I'm really glad you guys like it. Note that this is all just a parody, so you don't need to take it too serious. However, I am curious on what you guys think of this. By the way, for those of you who want me to make more blank suck characters, well, I don't think they suck. I just think they're either unused enough or underrated. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you NetherRealm Studios for making this awesome game, even though the story kind of sucks. Alright, see y'all next time. Bye bye. Oh, let me add in something adorable. Fatality. Sorry.
Oh god, sorry, I sneezed.